When Tony Blair became Prime Minister in 1997, he promised to change how the UK functions. Within 2 years, London handed over many decision-making powers to national parliaments in Northern Ireland, Scotland and Wales. Since then, the smaller nations have been making their own decisions in areas like health and education, not unlike Canadian provinces. And those powers have never been as important as they are this year during the COVID-19 pandemic.
We had a four nations approach initially, but the devolved nations increasingly have taken a different tangent. And in Scotland, the release of our lockdown has been significantly slower than in England.
Scotland's pro-independence leader Nicola Sturgeon has shown impatience with some decisions made in London for England, but that affect Scotland.
When so much is at stake as it is right now, we can't allow ourselves to be dragged along in the wake of another government's, to be quite frank about it, shambolic decision-making process.
The pandemic coming immediately after Brexit appears to have reinforced new support for Scottish independence, now polling steadily above 50%.
The Scottish public think that Nicola Sturgeon has handled the coronavirus well, very well indeed, on balance, and they think that Boris Johnson has not done terribly well at all.
Scotland's death rate has been lower than England, but not hugely so. However, Scottish perception of its big brother has been influenced by the huge infection numbers south of the border and by a Prime Minister who nearly died from the virus.
You have seen members of the community trying to stop cars from coming up the A1, which is a main trajectory highway, into Scotland, and putting up signs saying, "You're not wanted here, English, please go away."
Sturgeon's critics say she has deliberately politicised the virus to boost her push for independence. Scottish elections are scheduled for next year. If she turns her minority into a majority, expect an almighty fight with London to get a rerun of the 2014 independence referendum. Redmond Shannon, Global News, London.